Kerry, the budget changes from last year about to kick in?
Yeah, so last year the government announced on the 1st of April this year there's a few changes. So the first is schedule of payments for contractors. So there's a brand new form that's about to come out. So previously...
another form.
Yeah, previously you'd have a form that sort of did employees and contractors all in one go. This time they separated them out to make it a bit clearer. So if you've got a contractor that is subject to the schedule of tax, they have to give you that form. But the big change there also is they get to choose the tax rate. So previously there's sort of a specified type rate. It's now up to them when they fill it out to decide what rate they're going to be using.
And anything below 20 is not allowed?
It can be.
Can it?
There is a question where if they get answer yes to it, they can put down to 10%. So,
but then they've got to pay it.
Well, eventually, yeah, when they do their own tax return, they pay it. But as the person that's using the contractor, yeah, you can just use whatever rate they basically tell you.
So that's the big one?
Yep. The next one is some individuals, if they earn a lot of income, so they've got tax of 50,000 or more, they're now going to be not subject to use of money interest, so it's going to go up from 50,000 to 60. So this is this interest where IRD say, well, you had our money, we're going to charge you for using it, basically. So they've increased that threshold by $10,000 worth of tax every year. Yeah,
and that'll be quite a few people.
It will be, especially those that are doing a lot of farming in their own name. If they are in their own name, the question is why, but that's for another day. But if they are doing their own name, they pay it, they have got $50,000 worth of tax or more, they will see that they won't be subject to interest anymore, which is a good thing.
Now the Minister's come out with a payroll speech.
Yeah, the Ministry of Revenue came out last week, talked about proposed changes to the payroll system. A while ago the government announced all these ideas that they had. They've had 90 written submissions and over 1,000 comments on it, and she's come out and said, we've listened to you. So the big one is from the 1st of April 2019, you're going to do payday reporting. So basically, as you do your payroll, you tell IRD what your employees have earned and what the tax is. So there'll be no monthly schedule like you do now. It's as you go. So you're going to be almost forced onto electronic software, basically, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
But because what they're saying is if you're on electronic software, you've got 2 days to get that information into them. If you're not and you're still paper-based, you've got 7 days. So every 7 days you'd be having to fill out a form and submitting it to IRD, and that's just going to take time. Whereas electronic, it'll be 2 minutes and be done.
Mind you, there's some pretty interesting packages now that you guys use.
Yeah, there is, and they're super reliable, all connected to IRD without a hassle. So 2019 is the year to think about having to go onto payroll, which is a big thing.
I would suggest there's going to be a raft of people knocking on your door, actually.
Yeah, they'd be wise to.
Or their chartered accountants.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. The other thing is that they were looking at doing your PAYE every time you did a pay. So at the moment you pay it on the 20th of the month, or if you're a big employer, a couple of times a month. They've actually said, look, no, we're not going to do that. No one liked the idea. We'll just keep it the way it is, so you still pay it the same way, but you just have to report more regularly to them.
Yeah, okay, I can see the merit in that.
Yeah, the advantage of it is if someone's on child support or getting working families or something like that, they've got up-to-date information. They're not almost 2 months further down the track before they find out whether they've had a pay increase or a change of job or something like that. So they're actually going to be able to proactively manage people that are on those sort of taxes. And
I assume ACC will be able to tap into that as well.
Well, yeah, they should be able to give out their invoices more regularly. Rather than sort of lump sums and throughout the year. It should mean that IRD can start feeding the information through them sort of mid-April onwards.
Yeah, I was thinking of a changing jobs sort of scenario.
Yeah,
they probably don't. We won't go down that. Yeah. Tax feedback, I guess that's all part of it.
Yeah, the Minister in the same speech came out and said, look, we've been transforming the tax system. We've gone and surveyed 4,000 odd businesses to find out what they think since 2013 the change we've made. They've had 25% of people say that they've spent less time doing taxes. So they're saying, look, that's a big positive. That was the aim of it all. They're saying in-house costs for a lot of people reduced. But the big one was that 50% of people say it's now less stress for them to do their taxes. Then they find it probably a bit more enjoyable, I think is the thing, because it's easier and easier to do.
And that is important, because if it's complicated, you put it off.
Yeah, you just put it off, and you end up in a bigger mess than actually having a go at doing it. And then we have to come and pick up the pieces and negotiate with IRD and get them out of trouble, basically, which is what no one wants to do. It's better to get it do it as you go, sort of thing.
I'm astounded that people try to have a go at themselves. I mean, I would just go.
Yeah, they do. We've got a case in our office at the moment where someone did their taxes for 2 years, and totally got it wrong, and now we're spending hours trying to work out exactly what they did, and got the audit with IRD to go through because they've picked up that they were wrong. And they went, oh, I thought I was doing the right thing, didn't realise there's all these things I missed.
Yeah, and it could have cost them a lot of money.
It's going to, yes.
Yeah, and they would have missed out on a whole lot of money as
Yes.
well. Exactly.
Yep.
Tell me, there's been a naughty boy that shouldn't have been.
Yeah, we've got an tax agent in Wellington. They've basically swindled IRD out of $750,000. They're not a chartered accountant, so they're one of these people that sort of just do your tax returns, but they haven't got the full qualifications like an accountant does. She thought she was being clever by deliberately doing stuff to sort of hide things and overstate claims, hide income, etc. And IRD came in over a 4-year period and audited her, and found that she'd ripped them off by over $750,000.
So who's liable there? I mean, obviously,
Which
the
she
tax agent is.
She is, because she's the one that did all the work, and it's sort of related to her businesses. The thing is that she's got no assets to actually for IRD to recover it, so she's just going to end up bankrupt, and IRD will just lose that money. They've paid it out, and they'll never get it back.
So, but the clients who
Yeah,
went
the
to
clients, they're an innocent party basically, so they will be required to pay some tax back, but they can't be held liable for the action of the agent.
No, but it's going to cost them.
Yeah, it's going to cost them. There is 4 other businesses that are still associated with it that are being prosecuted at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. But she certainly thought she's been clever and got caught.
The emphasis was she wasn't a chartered accountant.
Yes. Yeah, there's 2 types of sort of tax people. There's your chartered accountants who have formal qualifications and have to have formal education every year, and then there's somebody that can be a tax agent where basically they can file your tax return on your behalf with IRD, but they don't have the same knowledge or skill base.